Alright, welcome back to another video. I was gonna finish planting cotton today, but then my cousin decided to finish that field for me that I was starting on yesterday. So I'm actually gonna hop in that swather right there. We're gonna do some custom swathing today. Not our field, but for a neighbor of ours. Yeah, a bit of a windy one, but look at all the green on the farm. We have two tractors sitting right there, the ones we're using for sand fighting, the planter tractor, the swather. There's a 4550 behind that one yet. There's a 4455 right there. We even got our two balers sitting there, which I actually never filmed this because I was sitting in the planter the entire time. But in the meantime, while I was planting, we had gotten a second baler because we needed one. So now we have two balers. We have this one here on the right, which this was the one that we had since the beginning. And now we have this one. It's the exact same, except it has one big tire instead of two small ones on each side. Very new still. It didn't come with this back accumulator. This trailer here didn't come with it, so we had to put it on there. We like storing bales on the field in pairs of twos. It's easier to stack them. We like this accumulator on there, so that's why we for a couple days we couldn't bale with this trailer, but then they finally got it in, and then we quickly installed it. We did also install a camera, it didn't also come with that, but yeah, this is our new baler. I wanted to film more stuff with baling, but I was too busy planting the entire time that I never got around to it. But yeah, that's our new baler. We're getting a little bit clouds today, so we're gonna park the new tractor, the new 8R. We're gonna park that one inside. There's not enough room to park all the tractors inside, but at least we can keep one of them inside. There's a few chances of hail and whatnot, so I'd rather keep it safe inside, store it in the barn here. We could fit two tractors in here, put one back there and another one here, but for now we'll just put this one there. We took the duals off and everything for sand fighting, less compaction along the field. No, I guess not really compaction. We don't really get much compaction, just with our listed beds on our peanut fields, taking the duals off, it doesn't mess with the rows as much, so that's that reason. Yeah, you're good. Let's go. You're still like a foot on this side. Yeah, you're good. Oh, easy. Yeah, you're good. You're good. You're golden. The front bar is a bit wide, but it works. We can always open this door further. Door wasn't even open all the way. Beautiful tractor. Enough of that. I need to get at least my charger, maybe my aux cord, bag of seed, and I'm gonna go hop into that swather. And it's getting windy. Not a huge fan of that, but if it brings rain, I'm always okay with it. All right, let's fire up the swather again. But, you know, like I was saying, we finished planting cotton yesterday. I don't think that's going to be our last acres, because we do have another 120 acre field and another 60 acre field that we do want to plant cotton on. We just can't plant cotton on there right now because there's still wheat on there. It's drying off. They might harvest it soon, we're not sure yet, but the plan is we're hoping that before the deadline is, I believe, June 4th. That's when we have to have everything planted by. So if the wheat does not dry up enough, we're going to have to just not be able to plant that in cotton. But I mean, we sure want to. But I guess we'll see what it all brings. It's slowly turning yellow already, so I mean, we're not far away. But these are our fields right here. The neighbor has the field that's back there on that side, so I'm gonna go around this field right here and then go swath some hay again. All right, let's start her up. Got my GPS already set up. Now let's go back to swathing. Wow. Wow, that camera does not do it justice. There's a bit of a hill here. I'm like all slanted and whatnot. It feels a little bit sketchy. It gets worse right here. Ooh, I don't know. It looks a little sketchy to swath slanted over like this, but swath I can handle it. Easy. There's a few rocks on this field. Have to have my header tilted up just a little bit, just to where I don't mow over all the rocks. But overall, not bad. And then again, this is not our field. We're just custom swathing this. I'm not quite sure if we're gonna custom bale this, but I guess we'll see when that time comes. But for now, we're just gonna swath this field. I'm a bit out of breath. Look what I found! It's a little bunny. I just chased him. I found him there in the wheat. Ah! Don't run away. Don't run away. Well, you can sit there in the cab with me if you want. Ah, I found a bunny. You look curious, little guy. Not gonna hurt you. Got a new pet brand. All right, let's get back to swathing. So I should finish this field maybe about another hour, maybe hour and a half, but it's about that lunchtime, and since the farm isn't very busy today, we're gonna go to town and we're gonna go eat at a nice Texas Roadhouse. So I'll see y'all back after I'm done eating lunch. Oh yeah, lunch was good. Now time to head back to swathing. And getting close to done. Just a few more rounds. And now we're doing the last pass. Yeah, it's very, very dry and very, very dusty. But after this last pass, we're doing one more field for a neighbor, but we might only gonna do that Monday or Tuesday. There's a little bit of chance for rain in the future, and you know, we'd rather not have the wheat to get rained on, so we're gonna wait for Monday or Tuesday. It's Friday now. So we're gonna wait just a couple more days, just to where we don't get rain onto the wheat. So we'll continue this Monday or maybe Tuesday. We'll see, I guess. Gonna head back now to the shop. Well, let's see what other work we can find ourselves for the rest of the day. And yes, as my luck would have it, well, I was turning on this pivot right here. I was starting to water this cotton that we planted here. Mid turning it on, I noticed that this pivot has a flat tire, so now I gotta quickly fix this tire before I can send this pivot on its merry way and let this pivot make a full rotation. So as you can see, my tire's a little flat there. It is currently watering, but I'll just close a few tips and I don't know, I'll see what we can do with this. Already got my rain suit on because I was opening tips and whatnot, so got the tire with me. Gonna quickly change this tire and then I'll let the pivot and move on. For this situation, love to use my Milwaukee Impact 1/2 inch. Thing's amazing. Could also help to grab the right socket. And just like that, it's fixed. There you go. That didn't even take too long. Tire's fixed, pivot's moving again. So we're gonna be watering up this cotton. Planted this, what, 2 days ago? So now we're gonna be watering it. Hopefully get a good stand off of it. But we're gonna head back to the shop, unload the tire, and then I gotta do one more thing before it's time to go home for today. Parts that I need, let's see if we have them here. We should. I need a hose clamp, not these big ones, but I need a few other kinds of hose clamps. Let's see, they're supposed to all be here. Well, I mean, here's one, but I need kind of more than that. But let's see, we might have some over in this direction. I do think I might also have, oh, here you go. That stone's too small. Let me get 3 of these, just in case. Don't need this one. Let's put this one back. And then, where do we keep it? Actually, let me check if I have one in my truck. I need a piece of rubber. Preferably from an old air tube, or let's see, Usually I carry one with me, not there. Nothing there. And nothing there. Do I not have one? Nope. Alright, let me see if I can go find one. I'll get back to you. Well, I was going to show you what I was going to do with that piece of rubber. It's a little bit windy, my bad. This is the piece of rubber that I wanted. It's just from an inner tube. But there was a leak here, as you can see. I kind of didn't see it, and I might have driven through there a little bit. Now my rim's all muddy. But there's a leak here somewhere. Thought I could just patch it. And by what I was going to do with those parts, I was going to stick a piece of rubber where the hole was, and then the hose clamps, I was going to connect them together and put them all the way around the pipe to where it wouldn't be leaking water. But now, I don't know, I was digging around here with my shovel and I can't seem to find out where the leak is. Doesn't look like it's leaking, it just looks like this little hole here is holding water. So I don't know where the actual leak is. I know we're turning this pivot off here, I don't know, in a few days. Because right now this is watering. That's what you hear there. It's a very old panel box. It's very loud. But I don't know. Oh, here's an explanation. This is what I was gonna do. There's a piece of rubber. There's a hole right here underneath there. And these hose clamps, they just hold it together to where it stops spewing water out of there. But as for this, I don't know where the water's coming from. It looks like it's filling back up. But man, I don't know where it's coming from. I guess we'll have to wait till we turn off the pivot and then go get a backhoe and dig all this open, because it might be further underground than what we're thinking. Oh well. So, I just got off the phone with my dad, because my dad was the one that found the leak, and he said it was spraying water out of there. That's a hole. Anyways, I called him, asked him where exactly it was, see if I could find it, and turns out he wasn't even talking about this leak. So I just found a leak. The leak he was talking about was on the pivot on the pipe on top where the water flows through to give each tip water. Apparently that pipe had a small hole in it and he wanted me to fix that one, but I already knew about that one. And I figured it was fine since it's spraying down and watering the cotton anyway. We're gonna turn the pivot off here soon. We might get a new pipe for it. So I thought I was gonna leave it alone. But this leak, however, this is new to all of us. So we'll have to come back maybe Monday whenever we turn this pivot off. Come back here Monday with a backhoe, dig it open, see if we can find a leak. Might have to weld a hole shut or something. But we'll get to that on Monday. But as for now, do appreciate y'all for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.